Saka Mr. Chamisa murikuti chine
kudziva kwamurikuita mbali. It's not Mr. Chamisa, it's President Chamisa. Zvavari kuita izvi, it's banana republic. So you expect banana conduct. Zvakamboitwa before my dictators, they've always failed. And Gaddafi Nani, they've always failed. They've proved other previous presidents to be toddlers. We this is bananas in pajamas. Even when Angonzora, Nana Kupe, we will deal with them. People's president will return.
Mr. Chamisa, Mr.
Ndakatonga Zimbabwe ino. Arondidzingireiko nayo man, ndakavatedzireiko.
Yangu vekunyora matweets manje. Chimbo Twitter.
Ayo, nyora pa Twitter the change is near. What God is in it?
Oh, okay. Change is near, God is in it.
Oh man, ndingatadze kutonga here, ndingatadze.
Aiwa, don't worry, munotonga Mr. President.
Ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, welcome to another episode of the Week in Lockdown, live from my kitchen. And it's been a very mysterious week. Has Chamisa been fired from the MDC? Is another coup brewing? And how did Zimbabwe become a foreign adversary of the USA? But first, there are currently more plot twists in the MDC alliance drama than a bad Nollywood movie. The alliance is in crisis as rumors circulate that Toko Kupe has fired Nelson Chamisa from the MDC team. This comes straight after Kupe was seen violating lockdown regulations at Morgan Tsvangirai's grave. What's even happening here? And no, comrades, don't blame it on witchcraft. That will make it even more Nollywood. All of this, Mawan, comes on the back of the recent High Court ruling that Nelson Chamisa's MDC alliance isn't even a legal entity. It's more of an organized shabin. And then 15 of his own MPs defy him and attend parliament. But that's not all. Right at the same time, Chamisa's lawyer, Advocate Tabani, Fulcrum and the Pitch Mpofu, had his house invaded by armed men who came with trumped up charges against him. I mean, the regime is going out of its way to prove that no one apart from Kuda Tagwire and Obed Mpofu is untouchable. According to Mpofu's lawyer, Beatrice Mtetwa, the charges against him are frivolous. But frivolous or not, the advocate had to spend a few nights in cells before being released on 20,000 RTGS bail. It's either that Nelson Chamisa knows something that the rest of the country doesn't because he seems very unfazed by all this. It's either that or he just wants to market Msika Wake because he's been talking a lot about bananas recently.
Look, he knows that in a dictatorship, when you are a lawyer, you are then misconstrued to be an opponent of the state. Yet he's only doing his professional duty to represent those who are supposed to be represented. It's a banana republic, so you can also see the banana conduct of Mr. Mnangagwa. We never thought that Mnangagwa would be worse than Mugabe, but he has proved Mugabe to be a toddler in dictatorship. He has proved that Mugabe is actually banana in pajamas, a cartoon level. You know, he has really taken a dictatorship to another level.
What are banana pajamas, comrade? You've been watching too much Cartoon Network during this lockdown, eh? To top off this mysterious week, the Hurumende then set up roadblocks restricting access to the Harare CBD. Social media conspiracy theorists did not waste time. Some were saying it was evidence of a coup, others were saying that they wanted to quash looming protests, while others were saying that it was because Energy Mutodi wanted to stage an illegal comeback Rumba concert at Africa Unity Square. Okay, no one said the last one, but it would have been fun. But then, everyone's most trusted civil servant, Nick, nurse by night, Twitter troll by day Mangwana, said, "No guys, it's just an enforcement of lockdown regulations." Sure, comrade. But yeah, we should trust you. I mean, why would you lie? Oh, okay, but just tell us this. If you're just enforcing lockdown regulations, why are you letting in those workers who work in supermarkets but not letting in those who want to shop in the aforementioned supermarkets? Seems to me you didn't think that one through. Then by night, there were protests in Highfields in Glenora.
It's happening here in Highfield. Pakato ipano arikuimba povu yaramba zema disinyongoro. Pakaipa, I felt. My one. Comrade Charamba for sure. Comrade Charamba, but my soldier, my mind.
Our creative Zimbabwean protesters are now doing flash mobs because they know that the ZRP haina peturu. So, my wise summary of all these events happening during this very mysterious week. Hurumende irukwata. In a nutshell, they set up roadblocks because they're destroying the opposition party, arresting its lawyers, the economy is falling apart, and even their own comrades are restless. So they fear their people rising up. Simple. Dear Hurumende, maybe if you focused more on the people and less on looting COVID resources, things would be different.
Mskana, we on this row ya Trump.
Okay, so you come in here and did it, then you click here, then you start.
Anditi, chibva wambo ndina manama zviyene zviyazvo kuti vasavona kuti takwera tichibda mafuta ezvipepa ipapo. Ukasira waisere mawadzi edu kuti vanyatsovona. Anditi, very good. Makadiko wa Trump. Hai, ndafona kuti nditi kwamuri ndakaona kuti vanhu vakaita musarinya makavarakasha. Anditi mukavadzikamisa mukavaratidza kuti imwi munoziva unokuandastenda kuti hai undururane nenhubu dzinodzikamiswa. Hai bodo ndafona kuti nditi takawa kuti kwai isu tiri adversary yeAmerica. Sandizvo. Zimbabwe is a peace loving nation. Tinoda runyararo kufara zvedu vanhu vachizviryira vachitamba vachifara munyika yababa. Zvino ini ndangoti nditi kwamuri ndakaona matisa papa mukaisa China papa mukaisa America papa mukaisa Russia mukati tiri vamwe mukati tava makwikwiyu. Haibodo imi nesu ndisu tiri papa vanhu vakanetsa vakomana vanouya ndakaona imi muchitora vakomana vachipinda manditi ngati hai bodo hapana kugona kunodarika. Hai regai ndikukorokotedzei ipapo uye ndakakuona izuro makabata bhaibheri ndikati munoziva Jehovha muri mutungamiri anoziva kuti pano pasi tiri vana vedenga. Hai bodo kuti muhwisise kuti isu edu tingava tiri papa uye isu an emerging superpower kuona tauya papa imuri papa China iri papa right tinotozvida asi bodo we are not hatisi adversary. Handiti pakanaka yewe chidzima musikana
Kana makungodzima munongoya apa.
handiti chindibayira paya ndoda kuti ndichinda muna vamwe woisa chisekete.
Ndangenda kusunga ya.
Alright. Ndapinda muna vamwe ka kuti vasaona kuti kweda hakuna zvakadai. Handiti tinogwa kurwisa COVID tichidashura.
Saka pamakungoenda chi kune another page renyu rema African leaders anditi.
Very good. Chindako chinda vangazoti koyo ndiani social distancing handiti kondindo ndine maski.
The US and the world have seen massive protests this week against police violence and systemic racism after the murder of George Floyd. Unfortunately, Donald Trump has responded with the language of division and not unity. We're going to take a moment to remember every black man and every black woman who's been a victim of police brutality. In my favorite news of the week, this happened.
I want to tell our foreign adversaries, whether it's a Zimbabwe or a China, that the difference between us and you is that officer who killed George Floyd, he'll be prosecuted, he'll be investigated, he'll be prosecuted, he'll receive a fair trial. The American people that want to go out and protest peacefully, they're going to be allowed to seek redress from their government. They're not going to be thrown in jail for peaceful protesting.
Yes, Zimbabwe is officially a foreign adversary of the USA. Tapinda, alongside the legendary Chinese and the Russians. We are in good company. But did you see how that dude kind of freestyled in that clip like he was reaching for some bad country's name that he couldn't find? I want to tell our foreign adversaries like Zimbabwe or China. I mean, he could have just said Iran, comrades, and it would have been fine. I mean, I hate to break it to you, Mr. Trump, but our government can't even afford to pay their own ZESE bills. I somehow doubt they're running sophisticated disinformation campaigns on Facebook in your country. I mean, this is our former Deputy Minister of Information. He was fired after tweeting something scandalous using his official account when he actually wanted to use his burner account. These are not people you should worry about. I would focus on fixing the racist police system in your country instead. George Charamba has recently been very George Charamba. He's been issuing threats on social media saying that he will bury Shingi Munyeza as his next job will be as Munyeza's undertaker. Yeah, hey, things are better, sure. The king of propaganda and pretending all is well in the republic is openly talking about burying a presidential advisor. I have a strong suspicion that ZANU comrades think that they have their own internal Twitter and that we can't see their nonsense. No, comrades, you're not that special. Twitter is a WhatsApp group. This is what's wrong with our politics in Zimbabwe. It's about death and destruction. Listen to what you're saying, George. Is that what our freedom fighters fought for? The right to kill your opponent? Yes, say you want to beat someone at the ballot box or destroy their argument, but to say that you'll be their undertaker? We at The Week have had our beef with Shingi over the years for being a blind supporter of an inept and corrupt government. I'm not a religious guy, but hey, he finally saw the light. Ultimately, he sided with those who believe in the fight for social justice, freedom, and dignity. Better late than never. Just when you thought the Hurment had looted all they could, Corona came along. New opportunities, comrades. Recently, Edie's son, Collin's Mnangagwa, got a 6-figure contract to provide $28 masks to government through his dodgy Drax International company. Now even more beans are being spilled as we hear from fearless journalist Hopewell Chingono that COVID donations to Zimbabwe from Namibia and UAE are being given to Mnangagwa-linked companies and then are being sold back to us. These companies always seem to have very curious and hazy sounding names like Jaji and Drax International, as if someone came up with the name in a few seconds so they could quickly open a bank account in UAE. Maybe we shouldn't give tenders to companies with hazy names. The extent of this COVID resources looting is sickening. At a time when our COVID cases are rising every day and we have over 200 positive cases, all our Hurmen can think about is eating. In these times of lockdown, we need to remember the most vulnerable members of our society. So let's help Frontline ZW to make 100 food hampers for those who need it the most. For more information, see their Facebook page, and here are the drop-off points. Thanks for joining us on The Week in Lockdown. Follow Magamba TV on social media. I've been Comrade Fatso. You have been the people. This is still my kitchen. Thank you, and foot sack.